Hello, everybody, and welcome to my summer Lunch and Learn series. Every Tuesday at noon, we are coming on with a different guest or myself and a different topic all through June and July. We'll see about August. And August is looking pretty busy. But we're here today to talk with Dr. Cinda Silbert. Welcome to the Lunch and Learn series, Linda.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
So excited that you found me. You have such a huge wealth of information to share with our parents today. And her topic is going to be on why good kids get bad grades. But before we get into that, because you guys definitely want to hear this, I'm going to let her introduce herself because I think a guest can introduce themselves better than me.
Thank you. Okay. I'm an educational counselor. Taught third grade originally 100 years ago, but now I actually write articles and I have a column, local papers, all on education. And this is our latest book, Why Good Kids Get Bad Grades. And we also have a tutoring service. We sell products to tutors, to parents for struggling students. It's called stronglearning.com. You just go there and you can find material, a lot of games to help struggling students.
That's awesome. Yeah. And that's where Dr. Linda differentiates from myself. She actually creates some things that are actual, materials there. So let's start off. We're going to talk about good kids and why they get bad grades. And, it might be June, but this is great stuff to know way ahead of, school start here in Atlanta, August 3rd and August 5th. I know you're having a heart attack because you're in New York.
Yeah.
Y'all probably just wrapping up, right?
Wow. Yeah, we're still going to school. We start the first week in September. Yeah, wow. Right after Labor Day. That's it.
So why do kids, let's get to the topic of that book. Why do kids get bad grades, Dr. Linda?
Okay. I have to tell you, because I've worked with parents for almost 50 years, and most parents and teachers say, well, they're not studying. They're not working hard enough, or they're doing there are so many reasons. And the first thing we have to do is stop looking at the grades, because that's what most parents do. They look at the grade. That's it. You're punished. You're grounded. That's it. We're taking this away. We're taking that away. And they just focus in on the grade. But there are 4 basic reasons why kids get bad grades. First one is physical. And physical means they could have a problem visually, seeing things. And these things just slip right through the cracks. When your child's not getting good grades, make sure you get to a pediatric ophthalmologist and talk to them. They may not be hearing everything. It may not be that they're not hearing. It could be how they're processing language.
Right.
Some children take in much less per minute when someone's talking. What's school? School's the teacher going blah, blah, blah. Okay. It could be anything physical. It could be sleep deprivation. So many kids struggle from that. So nutrition, could be ADHD. It could be dyslexia. There are so many reasons. And I cover all that in my new book. Okay. Second reason it could be is social, peer pressure, bullying. It could be they're afraid of a kid in school, so they're not doing well in school. It could be poverty. It could be their basic needs aren't being met. They're hungry. It could be a divorce in the family or something happening within the family. All these different things that have to do with social, and they all affect the grade. And many children have more than just one reason. The third reason is educational. They could be in the wrong class with the wrong teacher. That teacher doesn't understand how they learn. They can't follow that teacher. It could be that they struggle in reading, writing, and arithmetic, the very basic. So now they could be in middle school and they're still struggling with reading.
Or they have gaps in reading.
Yes, they're always. Poor time management, poor organizational skills, All these things come under educational reasons. And the fourth
executive
reason,
functioning, yes.
and that executive functioning is right here in this prefrontal cortex. And that doesn't really develop fully until teenage years. And it keeps going till 25, 30. So we're looking at fourth grader who keeps forgetting their book. If they have the book, they lose the assignment, whatever it is. Where's the backpack? Oh, I lost that one now. Okay, all these executive functions may not happen until much, much later. Okay, so to tell children, it's then telling the parents is that the executive function may not be functioning. And I shouldn't say this, but females have double the size in the prefrontal cortex for executive function. The male is smaller, okay, in that part of the brain. That's why who's running all these schools and running a lot of offices? Women. It's women. And it's not because they're there for women. Their organizational skills many times are much better.
Moms being moms.
Moms.
Yes, all you got to be a great time management person, organization, everything.
Yeah, everything. Being a mom. And school, this is school. You have to know to get to. One little boy said to me one day, he said, and then I have to get to class on time. And if I don't have a pencil, the teacher goes nuts. How am I going to remember a pencil? I've got to get across the whole building in time to get into this so I'm not late. I mean, the poor kids and the ones who know and can function in a school, they fit into the system, they do fine. The ones who can't fit into that system, it's a problem. It's not because of the child, it's because they can't fit in that system. And the fourth one is psychological emotional. Now, many people begin with psychological emotional problems. Many of them develop them because of school. School comes in, you have to be very careful and come in like a wedge and separate that family. It can cause emotional problems, psychological problems. And the most important thing parents have to do, stop looking at the grade. Just see the grade as a clue something's wrong. Parents have to, number one, to go find the cause. You've got to find the reason. I just said it could be physical, it could be psychological, it can be social, educational, million reasons. Parents' responsibility. Do your homework. Find the cause. Okay, once you find the cause, tell your child, I'm your ally. I'm not your adversary. I'm here with you. Punishing, what's that going to help them learn? If they can't remember things by punishing them, they're still not going to remember.
Right.
They have to find out what's causing this. And so that's mainly the main reasons
why kids get bad grades.
Bad grades.
I agree with all of those. Good. I have 25 years and you have a lot more on me.
Oh my God, I got a lot. Double. Yeah.
And what does a parent do to make sure their child develops a feeling of self-worth when they're struggling in school? What can they do?
That's tough because the child is in a situation struggling in school means they're not fitting into that system for whatever reason. You have to find out why. Okay, once you're not in that situation, it's hard. I mean, if they ever said to me, for you to graduate elementary school, you've got to be able to hit a home run. I cannot. I think once the bat hit the ball, I think I could. I mean, what would I do? So kids who are struggling in school are struggling because they don't fit into that system. It's very hard. You, as a parent, are the most important people. The teacher's teaching them. But as the mom and dad, whatever you say to that child, that's what creates self-esteem. It's not saying, oh, you got the highest grade. Even if they get a high grade, but they think mom and dad, or they perceive, it's a perception. Self-esteem is a perception. How you perceive that significant other perceives you. So if a child feels mom and dad think I'm stupid, mom and dad think I'm lazy, mom and dad, well, how do you know? They told me. Okay. Tell them you're the greatest thing. We're having some difficulty here getting through this part of your life. You don't have to be in school your whole life. Accept your child. Don't have a fantasy of another kid. Accept who you have. If they're struggling, find out why. You're on their side. You're not there as their adversary. You'll be there for that child and help them. And that child will know, my mom and dad think I'm great. My mom and dad, I had a little boy years and years and years ago. Oh my God, he came to me all year, like 3-4 days a week. The poor thing was born as if he had had a stroke before he was born. Okay. And his language, he could not say the words. He'd be hitting the desk knowing what he wants to say, couldn't get them out. And if he did get them out, the way he said them, it was all jumbled. It affected the language part of his brain. And I worked with him from pre-K through senior year in high school. And I'll never forget one day by the way, he's an engineer now.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, he is an engineer. Isn't that awesome? My doorbell rang and I opened up and there was Christopher. And I said, oh my God. And we hug and he comes in and goes, Shun, Tion, Sure, Sure, Tur. And he starts telling me all these things and we were laughing because I believe in games. These kids are struggling, make it into a party, make it into a game. They forget what they're doing. One little boy once said to his mom, we didn't do any reading here today. All we did was play games.
I know. Parents here's that during tutoring, then they usually text me, well, can they not play games?
Yes. That's what's working. You have a child that's so struggling and you say, go practice, because they really have to practice. They don't want to practice. It's hard. It's like if you told me, go hit that baseball again, I'm not going to hit it. Okay. That's the biggest thing. It's coming perception. Just before we go on to the next question, think of it as an adult. You walk into a room and you think everyone in that room loves you. You feel like God. You just walking around. You're just the queen. You're it. I mean, you walk into a room where you think, oh my God, look how they were looking at me. Oh, everyone's wearing black shoes. I'm wearing brown. Oh dear. Okay. And so you just don't know what to do. Your self-esteem plummets. Okay. But if parents focus when the child's young, when all this development is happening, and that those kids know, I'm okay wearing brown shoes because I'm fine. I'm okay. I have feeling of self-worth. That's what the parents have to do. That's the number one thing when the child's struggling. Forget about the education. They'll get that. You'll get that. But that feeling of self-worth will be with you the rest of your life. It starts around 7. Actually starts around 7 when you start identifying who you are. And I'm okay. Okay, so that is the most important thing. Again, I have an entire whole part 1 of my book deals with how to help your child have a feeling of self-worth.
We just had my soon-to-be 7-year-old godchild here with us a whole week. So I got to, you're correct. You're very correct on. I think 7 years old is a very important, second grade is a very important grade because that's when things start getting found, revealed, if parents are paying attention. And I mean, a lot of times it shows up before, but that's kind of the diamond.
That's the age they go from pre-operational where they're in fantasy. They're jumping high and they go, mommy, daddy, look, and everyone's clapping. And then they're not doing much. But by 7, all of a sudden they go, that wasn't very high. They go into concrete. Now they're starting to see the world. They're starting out of fantasy. They're starting to, this is reality. So
I know this is not one of the questions, but what game, I mean, I've been really big on letting parents know, especially first graders, that they should be doing puzzles because it's good for cognitive development and just spatial, all this stuff. And I think a lot of the games from the past have been lost. If you think about it, what we used to do, you might have been doing other games, but charades,
loved it.
All these kind of things that allow you to use creativity and critical thinking skills is actually been lost because everything people think has to be on the computer. But can you think of one game from the past that should be brought back that would really help children possibly with important skills? Like
number 1, Monopoly.
Yeah,
why did we all learn about money?
Right.
It was Monopoly. We would sit
Mhm.
there. We were 10, 9. How old were we? And
Yeah.
counting all the money and thinking, you have to think, should I sell the house? Should I buy this property? Should I waste my money? What critical thinking skills. It's just our games. We took how to learn following Orton Gillingham
Mhm.
because I work with a lot of dyslexic kids and struggling readers. And whether they're struggling and they have dyslexia or not, they benefit from Orton Gillingham, which all that means it's phonics. It's going in a sequential order. I took the games because a little boy was coming in my office one day and he stood at the door, 7 years old, and he had this curly red hair. And he said, I'm not coming in your office if I have to read or write.
Oh.
The poor mother behind him almost fell over. And I said, would you play a game? And he goes, like what? And he came walking in. And by the end of the session, I took index cards and I literally cut them in half, made CVC words, all these CVC, consonant, vowel, consonant. And he goes, hop, hop. And by the time he left, he knew all the words. So the mom walks in after the hour and he picks up and he goes, sun, cup, okay,
Mhm.
dig. And the mother goes, you learned how to read. He goes, we didn't read. We only played games. And that's when this bell went off in my head and I started creating these things. And I
Mhm.
have over 200 decks now, right
Wow.
through all 3, 4 syllabic words, all following Orton Gillingham,
Mhm.
because kids are playing and the whole anxiety goes down.
Mhm.
The focus goes up because they want to win.
Mhm.
Every kid wants to win. And all of a sudden they want to play and they want to play and they want to play. There's your practice.
Yep.
So that's why we ended up just making more and more and more. And that's just helps the kids so much. As I said, that anxiety, they have so much anxiety. Talk about emotional. When they're
Mhm.
struggling in school, that anxiety is high.
Right. Yeah.
Now,
So what does a parent do when their child brings home a poor report card?
I know most parents' immediate reaction is, you were studying. I thought you were studying. You said you were. Yeah, I did. But most kids don't know. They go, okay, I know it. I studied. They have not a clue. And most parents don't know, which is unfortunate
Yeah.
because it's not their fault. No one taught them exactly what to do. The brain can only take 3, 4, 5 things of information at a time. There's chunking. You have to put, that's what it's called. You've got to repeat and repeat. And even practice. If you practice over and over with index cards all piled up,
Mhm.
you can get a 75, 80. If
Right.
you chunk it and you learn how to do all this, and that's all part 2 of my book is all how to do all this, how to actually study. The kids have to learn how to study. So when they come in, instead of saying, that's it, you're grounded, that's it, I'm taking, one mom said to me one day, I took the keys away from the car. I just took the keys finally. So he can't drive. She said, but I'm scared I'm going to be still driving him till he's 45. So that's why I'm here, because I figured something's wrong and I'm missing it. Otherwise, I'll be driving him around forever. So
Mhm.
they have to find out as the parents, say to them, you know what, I got bad grades sometimes, it's okay, because every kid wants that gold star, you know it, they want that 100, they feel so proud when they get it. And the parents have to realize that's what they want. Remember I said, don't have a fantasy of another kid. This
Mhm.
is who you have. Find out why, the cause, what caused those grades, and say to them, I'm going to work with you. I'm with you. I'm your mommy. I'm your daddy. And it's okay. It's okay. We all don't do well at certain things at some part in our life.
Mhm.
And here we are. And I didn't do that well in such and such. And let them know.
Right.
And I'm here. So you can always come to it. Otherwise, they start lying. And it starts that whole cycle of the lying then.
Mhm.
So let them make sure that you're going to be still talking to them at 25, 30, 45. You're still going to be close. Don't let school come in as a wedge and separate your family. Make
Right.
sure that you're all there. So
Right.
when they come in with a bad report card, again, find out why and say, I'm with you. I will be with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I work with I want to add work with your teacher and your
Yes.
administrator and not against the teacher and administrator because there's
Yes.
really no point in that. find a way to work together, because it's really takes a village,
It takes
and
a village.
they see them more
Yes.
than the parent does, really. The teachers do throughout the day, that many hours
Teachers,
a day.
teachers are number 3 with self-esteem. You have mom, dad, teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers are
They're
number
the
3.
family unit, even though they're not in the family house, right?
They're part of it. First thing, call the teacher when you're looking for the cause. How did you give the test? Is it hung up? There's usually just 2 things that cause grades. It's the missing homework, and then it's the grade you got on the test. Those 2 things. So what is it? Or they didn't hand in the main project.
Right.
The most important thing. Find out what's causing it, and then work from there.
Mm-hmm. And then see if you need outside help to do that. Like we have 3 executive functioning coaches, but we don't do little ones. So there's other things you can do with little kids.
Yeah.
So tell us about your book. Can you show that book again?
Oh my gosh, I'll show my book again. Yeah, I tell you, this book, back in 2007, we wrote a book, Why Bad Grades Happen to Good Kids. And that was in 2007. And we sold a lot. It won many, many awards. And a publisher came to me 2 years ago, and said, I want to update that book, but I want to change the title to Why Good Kids Get Bad Grades. Okay, so they switched the title. And then this time it's double the size. And part 1 is all the first book, Why Bad Grades Happen to Good Kids. It's that first book, because it won so many awards. That's all dealing with setting up that self-worth. Because if you have that and you get the bad grades, or you get something physically wrong, you're able to cope.
Right.
It sets up that foundation. Part 2 this time talks about study skills, and we give 12 basic study skills to use. And then we talk about the 3 shuns: the lack of motivation, lack of organization, and procrastination. And then we talk about the terrible 2s, TOO, too tired to do schoolwork, too hungry, too overbooked. And we go through all the terrible 2s. Too overbooked. I had a mom once tell me, she said, my son needs tutoring, but we can only come in Friday from 6 to 7 at night. I said,
yeah,
that's the problem. I said, your son doesn't need tutoring. You're overbooked if that's the only time you have. So anyway, that's it. And then we talk about what the pandemic, how that affected why so many kids are struggling in math and reading and writing. The Chromebooks, some of the districts around here are throwing away the Chromebooks.
Oh,
yes, very interesting, because grades are going down, and research has shown you do the best when you write. They did a study of 3 groups of college kids. One group took notes on their computers. One took notes printing, one cursive. The kids who did the cursive writing got the highest grades and remembered it the longest.
I believe
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, I believe it, because I can remember. I still handwrite in my planner, and then if I get a call or text, hey, can you see me on this day? I don't have to even look at my planner. I kind of remember in my head what my week looks like, because I wrote it down.
Yes,
I didn't use it on a calendar, digital calendar.
Nope, you're using more brain cells.
Yeah, and the visual, for some reason, must stay with you as you're writing.
As you're writing. And the cursive, they got higher grades than the next group with the printing, 3rd with the computer.
Must be why they're bringing cursive back. They're bringing it back.
New York City just brought cursive back.
Wow.
A lot of different. My little granddaughter's down in Manhattan, and she's going into 4th grade, and they started cursive last year in 3rd grade.
Wow.
Yeah, she's in a private school in Manhattan, but the cursive came back. Okay, and then the other thing we brought in was social media. What did social media do to these kids? How is that causing a problem with grades?
Yep, good and bad.
Yeah, yes, good and bad. Yeah. So anyway, that's that.
Yeah, well, that's great. And what grade level would you say that book is more for? What range?
I'd say pre-K through college.
Okay.
I'd say pre-K through college, because some things I divide up and say, do this if you have elementary school kids, do this for middle school, this for high school. Probably, yeah.
Would you say that even if, because the title is Why Good Kids Get Bad Grades, even if your good kid is not getting really bad grades, I would say it's a good book to read because it keeps you ahead of the curve going, okay, I don't want my child to be doing this. So let me read about this. And
yes. Yes. Yeah,
that's a really I don't know. That's how my brain thinks.
No, it's better. It's good. Actually, the woman who did the foreword for us, she's right here. We have her right here on the cover, actually. She's a developmental pediatrician. It takes like a year to get an appointment with her. Down here, right in, I keep saying down here, in Manhattan. She's right here in Manhattan, and she's at New York Presbyterian Weill Cornell. And she is a developmental pediatrician who is just wonderful. And she, when I called her, if she would do the foreword for this book, she said to me, oh my God, I would love to, because I have your first book. I actually have it here. And so she said, I'm going to tell all my patients to get this book. So before you end up going, exactly what you said, to a pediatrician, to someone else, read the book. It helps. It really helps you. And you can also get it in whatever else. I'm not good at all these computer type of things, but anyway,
they'll find it if you Google
they'll find it. It's right on Amazon.
Yeah, right on definitely. Amazon. I'll have the actual link on where this is all posting and on the feed. So I look forward to interviewing you for the podcast. Dr. Linda will be on our season 16 of the podcast, which will start to roll out second week of August, go till the end of October. But I look forward to it because they're all recording, and I get to talk to her again in June. So it's 2 times you get to see me in June.
That's great. I love it.
And we'll have to meet in person one day.
Yes.
I'm not even sure how you found me. Was it through LinkedIn? I don't remember. We do not know each other, but we get along great.
We're definitely on the same page. Definitely.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So
thank you.
I appreciate your time today and coming and sharing about that. I definitely want to get that book for my godchild, so I will be ordering it soon. She's got a birthday coming up, and she's almost 7. So that magical number.
You're ready.
Well, thank you again, Dr. Linda, and everybody. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And bye for now. We'll be back on next Tuesday at 12 noon with another topic and a guest. Bye.